Some of you were probably fooled. So then I know I'm talking to some of you right now, and that hurts a little. But it's better that someone out there is actually able to tell you rather. And if you have, I want you to watch this entire video and then comment on what your experience has been at Amazon FBA. I tried Amazon FBA, and here's the truth that they're not telling you. In Amazon FBA, it actually is one of the biggest scams that came out of 2020. Now, I'm not saying that people can't make money on Amazon FBA, but what they're not telling you is that it's not passive at all. And actually, a lot of people that bought courses and bought these programs back in 2020 promising passive income, most of them have lost money, and they're not showing the results of most of their students. Most of these people who bought are actually thousands of dollars in debt and haven't gotten a single penny back. Not to mention the people who have actually asked for refunds and have been ignored. I'm blowing the whistle on this because I'm really tired of seeing people spending their hard-earned money, losing it, and not getting the information that they actually wanted. Here's the thing. You've heard me say on this channel before that passive income does not exist. And that is not a lie. Passive income is only one thing, which is dividend income. People who have passive income in dividend income already made their money doing something else, and now they're trying to tell you how to make money using passive income. But that's not how they made money. That doesn't make sense. You can automate income, but you have to work for money. Get that out of your mind trying to look for passive income. Yes, you can work maybe 4, 5, 6 hours a week. That is possible, but no work at all doesn't exist. Okay, so then check this out. Here's what Amazon FBA promises. It promises that you can go, the biggest platform in the world for making sales is Amazon. Okay, 90% of online sales in the USA is Amazon. So then here's what we're looking at. It's pretty much a monopoly. So you go online, people are looking for, I want a pillow, and they're gonna buy your product because you have one of the best. No, when was the last time that you went onto Amazon and you didn't look at the product that had 1,000 reviews? Okay, now you're looking for products that, okay, you're just new, brand new, starting, and you have no reviews, and you're maybe trying to get your little 10, 20 reviews, and you're competing with someone who has 30,000 reviews. How are you going to compete with them, who can put marketing, thousands of dollars into ad campaigns, get influencers to look at their stuff, get people to try it and put videos on? How are you, with your last $10,000, going to compete with those brands? The truth is that you can't. And the people in Amazon FBA aren't telling you that. What they're actually showing you is a system that they tried, that they actually, quote unquote, got a little lucky. Because here's the truth. What they don't mention is that product research takes hours and hours and hours. They're looking for products that they want to say, okay, this is a new product, it's going to hit the market, and we're going to search for hours and hours to find this kitchen product or this self-care product or this product that's going popular on TikTok, and it takes hours to find that one product. And then when they get that one product, they have about 18 months to make as much money as possible, and then they have to do the entire thing again. What these Amazon FBA people are doing is that they're actually promoting dozens and dozens of products. And then the life cycle of these products, maybe they last a year, maybe they last 2 years, but then they have to keep finding new products. So then how is that passive? That's not passive at all. They still have to find new products. Yes, you get one product that's going to make a lot of money for maybe a year or two. But then when you have to go and get a new product every 6 months to actually keep that stream of income coming in, how is that passive? Now, you can automate that process, but if you hire someone to check for products for you, do you think they're going to do it as well as you can? No. That's why you actually have to do the work yourself. You have to find products that make a lot of money. You cannot outsource that. And that's hours and hours and hours of research, testing, failing. And then you have to go and get reviews. And then, not to mention, you have customer service. When people demand refunds, and Amazon has one of the easiest refund policies in the world. Sometimes Amazon won't even allow you as the seller to explain to the buyer why they should not deserve this refund. Amazon will give them their money back and then bill you for the difference. Amazon does not care about you. So then, if you are getting a lot of refunds and sometimes the product is fine and the customer is wrong, but because you're selling on Amazon and they care more about the customer than the seller, they're going to make sure that you bite the bullet for the products that you are selling. So then, if you are constantly getting refunds, imagine how hard it is to get a product off the ground. You have to deal with customer service. You have to respond to negative reviews. You have to deal with people who are calling. You have to deal with people who are saying bad things under the comments of any one of the ads that you are promoting. These are the things that go wrong in Amazon FBA business. Does any of that sound passive to you? Any of it? And some of you maybe even bought an Amazon course. And if you have, I want you to watch this entire video and then comment on what your experience has been at Amazon FBA. Some of you were probably fooled. So then I know I'm talking to some of you right now, and that hurts a little. But it's better that someone out there is actually able to tell you rather than you learning the hard way. Learn from someone who's done it. Because I've tried all of these things, and I'm telling you, it's not as easy as they make it seem. That's the thing. Amazon FBA can work, but it actually takes thousands of dollars to start. It's not something that you can just do in your spare time. It's actually a lot of work. And once you figure out something that works, you have to keep doing that with dozens of products. It's not passive at all. So is it something that you can do on your 9 to 5 and do on the side? Yes. You can make a couple $100s on it. Yes, you can. But building one of these massive brands that you see these people build online and talk about how easy it is, no, it is absolutely not easy to get onto Amazon FBA. It only takes about $50 to start selling on Amazon. With a cost of entry that low, that means your competition is enormous, which means that you're competing against people who have millions of dollars to spend. You're taking your last $1,000 and saying, this is going to change my life. Let's get real. And the last thing that they talk about with these Amazon FBA courses, I'm going to just talk about this for a second, is that a lot of the courses, people have said this. One, people are actually buying just a bunch of videos put together of information that you could find on YouTube anyway. They're not really giving you proprietary information, because people who are doing Amazon FBA really well, they give you also free content. And if you want to work with them, then they charge. Cool. I do the same thing. I have so much information on Airbnb that you could learn for yourself. You don't even need to talk to me. But if you want some help and you want actually some more information like banking, funding, some of these things, that's why people come to me. So then all these people who are selling this $10,000, $12,000 package for Amazon FBA, and it's a bunch of YouTube videos that you could find, and then they're selling you this community of fellow millionaires, and then the millionaires are not even there. It's just a bunch of other students asking each other questions and giving each other false information. That doesn't work. Passive income, all of these guys that are doing passive income, what they're actually doing is working extremely hard to get this off the ground. The first 6 months, the first 18 months, once you find that product, it does not last. Not to mention, let's say you actually have a really good product. How long do you think before more competition, like people from China, they come on and they say, you know what, we're going to sell the exact same product that you're selling for half the cost? What happens to your entire business? What happens to that entire product line? What if that was your main best-selling product? What happens? You're done. You're finished. What happens if your supplier closes down? You're finished. There's so many things that can go wrong with the Amazon FBA business that makes it not a passive business at all. Again, if you want to make money from Amazon FBA, then actually go study how to do online businesses properly. But don't think of it as some passive income that you're just going to start and magically become a millionaire. They're selling you a false dream. It doesn't work like that. As someone in real estate, I don't sell that either. Real estate can be automated, but it's definitely not passive. And I've never said anything about it being passive whatsoever. Nothing that makes a lot of money is passive, because money requires your attention. Do you understand? Good. I'm glad that you got the message. If you have had experience, you may be entitled to compensation. I'm just kidding. But keep watching. And if you actually have a comment about Amazon FBA, I want to hear from you, because I find this very interesting.